Hi, I'm Gary Milaskovitz. I started here about 6 months ago. I always had an interest in trolleys as well as history. So stopped in one day and filled out the application. What attracted me was the variety of volunteer opportunities.
My name is Richard Delaney. I started in May of 22, I do believe. Yeah, it's going to be 2 years in May. Wow, time's flying. So I started at the museum because of Bruce Wells. And he said, why don't you come down? We need operators. I said, that sounds like an interesting thing. So I came down one day and he gave me a tour around the museum. And then he also took me out on the trolley and I got to drive it.
My name is Tom Polish. I'm an operator here at the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum. I've been here 7 years. I came down one day just as anybody else would for a tour. No interest in streetcars at the time. And I went for a ride, and the operator happened to be one of the instructors. Put me in the seat, let me run it. I told him I was an airline pilot. And so he said, well, you can run this. So he let me run the streetcar, and I said I was hooked.
The most fun, I would say, would be operating the trolleys. I had no idea that you could do that. And so took the course, 2-day course, and I'm in the middle of my 15-session training right now.
I really enjoyed it. I was in the next class. That day I went home and told my wife, I said, I found my retirement job. I said, they're just not going to pay me. So I became a volunteer and been doing it ever since.
I started out as an operator 2 years ago. The best part about operating here is the wide variety of cars we have.
I enjoy just getting to know all the individual streetcars, because just like the cars that we have in our family, each streetcar has their own personality, each streetcar has their own operating technique.
I loved it. It was a great experience. It was fun, but I was just like, Bruce, I don't think that's for me. And then you're like, well, maybe you would like to work the store. I started working with Connie. We've taken off from there.
People have all kinds of jobs. Everybody assumes that everybody they meet worked in the trolleys, worked in the Pittsburgh Railways. No, not at all.
I grew up in Pittsburgh, went to school there for college, spent time working for the government, the federal government, and then moved back home.
I was a corporate pilot for Westinghouse Electric here in Pittsburgh. Then I went to the airlines and flew for 35 years at the airline.
I worked in higher education for over 30 years.
I was a librarian. It's amazing how many people from all many walks of life come to the Trolley Museum, made friends, and for life.
I think one of the main things about this museum when people come down is we can personalize it and make it very personal for them as far as taking them on a ride, doing different things. If they have an interest in seeing a certain streetcar.
The greatest thing about working at the store is I get to see everyone. I get to see everybody that comes in, and I have to say, I have met people from Hong Kong, Japan, California. I mean, they're coming from all over to see the trolleys here at the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum.
We get people from Europe a lot. We've had a couple people come in who spend all day here riding with us.
When our guests come in, we're the front line. We're the ones giving out the tickets and explaining, what the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum is all about.
People should volunteer here because it is a one-on-one, hands-on experience with history that you can't really get in the modern world with just a static museum.
Well, there's a lot of the people here that I volunteer with. We get along well, so we work together. We've got a few new people who are still learning that have wanted to operate with me. I guess because I'm kind of calm and easygoing, and they enjoy running the streetcar with me, so I think that's a good thing. And we just work well together.